You need to discover your identity, your true identity, the reflection of who you truly are. If you don't say, I am, nobody will say, thou art. There is something as powerful as knowing who you are, identity. This is very important because if you don't say, I am, nobody will say, thou art. It means that there is something as powerful as knowing who you are. And then studying through the scripture, I realized that God was speaking to Moses in Genesis chapter 3 after the burning bush encounter. And Moses said, who am I going to tell the people that sent me? And what did God say to him? Tell them I am sent you. So God has an identity called I am. And then Jesus also, people came and they were asking him, who do you say you are? Are you God? Are you the Messiah? Are you this? Are you that? And then Jesus said, before Abraham was, I am. So Jesus also introduced himself as I am. And then talking about John the Baptist, they were asking him, are you the Messiah or there's another one to come? John the Baptist said, I am the voice. He also said, I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness. So everybody has a unique identity. And it is your responsibility to find out who you are. And you see, sincerely, if you don't know who you are, people can decide to give you any identity that they deem fit. And that's why sometimes they call you ugly, you start crying. They call you low life, you start crying. They call you, they said you're a failure, you start crying because you don't know who you are. Even scripture admonish or say, oh, you man, know thyself. Even the angels sat and looked at man and they wondered, what is man that you are mindful of him? So you are an awesome creation. You need to discover your identity, your true identity, the reflection of who you truly are. You are not just a creation of error. You are not a mistake of creation. Whether you are giving birth to out of wedlock, whether your parents are legitimately married, whether they are even living together or not, it is none of your business. Before you were formed in your mother's belly, God knew you and God ordained you for something. You must discover it. That is your responsibility. So every day when you wake up, quit the pity party. Quit sulking, and then shifting blames. Oh, if my dad were this. Oh, if my mom were this. What if you are the light that was sent to that family to liberate that family? Discover your identity. Find out who you are. I just read this recently concerning Osman Dembele, how that his father abandoned he and his brother with their mom, and she took care of them alone. And today he's a global celebrity. So even his father living couldn't stop him becoming what he ought to be. So don't allow whatever they told you that is responsible or the circumstance of your life define who you are. Find out who you truly are. And in case you're wondering, where can I, if you're a Christian, search the scripture. Well, if you're not a Christian, then become one and search the scripture. Because every human being, we are all created by God. And everything that God represents is captured in the scripture. And as we behold him, according to 2 Corinthians chapter 3 and in verse 18, as we behold him in the world, we are changed until we become like him, from glory to glory. So search out who you are. Discover your identity. Then believe in yourself. Believe in the awesomeness that is contained on your inside. There are treasures locked up on your inside. There are possibilities locked up on your inside. There are nations locked up on your inside. Go and ask any man you envy today that is commanding attention, influence, and affluence all over the world. They will tell you that they once doubted themselves. They didn't know that something good can come out of them. But today, they are global celebrities, industry leaders, bankers, lawyers, engineers, bringing inventions and innovations. In fact, even if you check nations, there was a time it looks like America were going to just finish China from existence. Today, they are a threat to world power. America is even afraid of China because they rose above the occasion, discovered their identity, held closely that which matters to them. And today, they are commanding the respect of the world. They don't need to import anything from anywhere. They produce everything. So discover your identity, begin to hone your gift, believe in yourself, Bring out your awesomeness and present yourself to your world as that one piece of wonder that God created systematically. You are more than what you think you are. Search until you discover your true identity. It will amaze you. It will amaze you what an awesome piece of creation you are. You know, I'm always rooting for you. And I'm waiting for you at the very top. See you there. God bless you. Congratulations.